Hi, folks. This is Homer White back with a little bit of a correction to the screencast about implementing the grammar of graphics in ggplot2. The issue is that I wanted in that video to be sharing the RStudio screen when I was learning about the data sets, Railtrail and CPS85, but unfortunately I was sharing only the browser that showed the slides. So I want to just go over again how it is that you learn about these data sets. So say for Railtrail, um, down here in the console, we're doing help on Railtrail, question mark Railtrail. And you get the help popping up here in the corner. And that's where you can read about how every row in the data set is a day between April 5th, 2005 and November 15th, 2005. And the columns are information about the day. Now, to get a better idea, you can also run view rail trail, view with a capital V. And when you run that, then an Excel-looking spreadsheet representation of the data frame comes up. And again, every row is a day. And what they've recorded is the high temperature for the day, the low temperature for the day, in degrees Fahrenheit, I guess, the average temperature for the day, and then three variables that are 0, 1 variables. That's called indicator variables sometimes. This first variable, spring, is going to be a 0 if the day was not a spring day. It will be 1 if the day was a spring day. And then summer works the same way. 0, not summer, 1, summer. Fall is similar. 0, not fall, 1, fall. So exactly 1 on any row, exactly 1 of those three variables is going to be a 1 and the other is going to be 0. That's kind of a funny way to say what season it is. We'll deal with that. How much cloud cover there was, how much rain there was, probably in inches on that day, and volume. From the help, we learned that volume is how many times the little clicker at the beginning of the trail was triggered by a person or walking by or a bike going by. So it's a rough measure of how many people used the trail on that day. And then two variables that say what type of day it is. Weekday is going to be true if it's a Monday through Friday that's not one of your standard holidays like July 4th or Christmas. And false if it's a weekend or a holiday day that occurs during the week. Day type is either a weekday or weekend. Weekday, Monday through Friday, weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, that's the information on rail trails that you can take back to the original screencast. Okay, we also wanted to learn about verse 78. So again, not verse 78. We wanted to learn about CPS 85, Current Population Survey from 1985. So let's get some help on that. Question mark CPS 85. And let's get a view of it as well. So it's about 547 people. No, 534 people. And they're a selection from all the folks who were interviewed as part of the 1985 Current Population Survey that's run by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So every row here is a person. The wage is a numerical variable that gives their wage in dollars per hour. If they were salaried workers, then there's a conversion attempt being made here to get the equivalent wage in dollars per hour. How many years of education the person has had. Their race is either W for white and NW for non-white, I think. Sex is M and F for male and female. Whether or not the person's Hispanic, whether or not they come from the South, whether they're married or single, uh, some estimate of the number of years of experience they have in their job, whether or not they belong to a union, their age and years, and the sector of the economy that they work in. And there's 8 possible values. There's construction, there's sales, there's clerical work like administrative assistants, service work like maybe you run the desk at an auto repair place at a car dealership. Um, other types of or maybe you run a laundromat. Other types of service work. Manufacturing is manuf. Prof is not professor, it's professional of any sort, so like doctor, lawyer, professor, and others. And there's also an other category as well for all the other parts of the economy. So 8 values for the sector variable. So you can take that back as well to the screencast. Thanks very much. Hope that helps clear things up.